Tonight's original Power Rankings, financial hucksters. As we told you earlier in the show, one rogue trader like Societe General's Jerome Kerviel can cause a lot of trouble. And there have been many more who single-handedly rocked financial markets and cost companies all over the world billions of dollars. Fox Business's Tracy Burns joins us now with the names. Tracy, thanks a lot. So number 5.
Yes, Orlando Joseph Jett, or he just went as Joseph Jett. He was 36 years old. And at the time he was with Kidder Peabody, which has now transformed itself into UBS. But he basically found a glitch in the accounting with corporate treasury bonds and was able to book profit without anybody knowing. And when they finally realized it...
Phony profits.
Yes.
$330 million
right.
he cost the
An
company.
accounting error, basically. Crazy.
1994. Number 4.
Yeah. Now, I'm going to try this. Toshihide Iguchi.
That's pretty good.
Thank you.
Mr. Iguchi, what did he do?
Yeah, he kept losses secret for 11 years. And again, This stuff kills me. 11 years. But yeah.
They had accountants going over the book for 11 years. And they didn't notice that he had taken $1.1 billion.
Yes, exactly.
Wow.
I know.
Number 3. Nick Leeson. We've heard this name quite often the past couple of days.
Now, I actually love this story. First of all, he was the youngest on the list, only 28 years old. Basically, he takes a bet that the Japanese market is going to remain unchanged overnight. And then there's an earthquake hits and did so much for his trades. And then he tries to recoup the whole thing. The whole thing becomes disastrous. And the poor guy just panics, writes a note and says, "I'm sorry," and takes off. I mean, eventually the authorities found him, but imagine.
This was Barings Bank, and he ended up costing $1.3 billion.
All because of an earthquake.
Number 2, going back to Japan, right?
Yes. Now, Yoshio.
Oh, no, that's number 1. Let's go to number 2. There we go.
Yeah.
Number 2.
Hamanaka.
Mr. Hamanaka, what did he do?
Basically tried to boost the price of copper. And by playing around with copper prices caused disaster. It's amazing.
So he was trading a commodity. And he upped the ante to $2.6 billion.
2.6 over a 10-year period. Again, no one knew. 2.6 billion in losses over 10 years that nobody knew.
Wow.
It's amazing.
And number 1, as we now know, is this guy. Now, he's French, so I'm going to try to pronounce it. Jerome Kerviel. Jerome Kerviel. Now, as we know, we don't know a lot of the bank's books, but they claim that it was about $7 billion.
That's what they're claiming. And again, he basically, for a while, was taking bets that the markets were going to fall, then decided to change his tune and take a bet that they were going to go up. And clearly they didn't. All the markets have been having rough waters lately. And he lost his bet, and they started to unfold their trades over the weekend, as we know the story now. Yeah. And here he is. Now he's infamous.
It was part of today's or this week's down market, but again, we ended up not doing so badly.
But to this day,
week.
The biggest loss. And again, they're only 31 years old.
31, $7 billion.
Yeah.
Okay, let it be a lesson. We don't know what's going to happen to him. By the way, we don't even know if he's going to jail yet, do we?
No, we know nothing yet.
All right. Thank you very much, Tracy. We'll